What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels Back More Diecast, and today we have a very exciting unboxing, a full case of 2023 Hot Wheels Speed Machines. So this is the hotly anticipated continuation of the line that was released in about 2010 that featured all licensed casting and the very hyped co-molded wheels, and those are back. And the cool thing about this is now they have chases in this line, so hopefully with the sealed case, I'm crossing my fingers, there will be one of the black Porsche chases in here. So without further rambling, let's go ahead and get on into it. All right, the Speed Machines line. So before we unbox this, I just want to take a look at and discuss the original or 2010 Speed Machines line, because Hot Wheels has used the term Speed Machine ever since the Blackwall era, but the ones that these are a continuation of are the ones that were released back around 2010, and they were a line of exotic race cars, sports cars, just like the top of the top castings, Bugatti, McLaren, Vipers, Audis, a little bit of everything race car and street car. So the line had a lot of good castings in it, some not so good, like the Audi TT wasn't the best, the original Veyron casting wasn't the best, but it did introduce us into giants like this. Hot Wheels' first McLaren F1 GTR casting. So they released several different versions of this car in the line. The entire entity of the line came on the co-molded 6-spoke wheels. It's the only co-molded wheels that they've released so far. The whole line had them. Now, whether you like them or not, that probably affected how they sold, because this line didn't do super well. So obviously today it's super hot, but back in 2010, Hot Wheel collectors were a little different. This was like a weird in-between time where kids who grew up on the Acceleracers line, who were introduced to the co-molded wheels through that line, started collecting like actual cars like this. They had just a little bit more money, but it was weird because the traditional collectors, like I don't want to say boomer collectors, but the older collectors weren't collecting supercars or hypercars or anything like that. It was really before the hype car era, if that makes sense. So the line surprisingly didn't do as well. I found 4 or 5 of these on clearance for like $1.70 or $30 or something. And I bought them up because I liked them. I've liked this car for a long time, especially this casting. I did buy some of the other ones, like some of the Lamborghinis, the Mopar Viper. But there were cars that I wish I would have bought because the prices are so high. But I have always bought what I like, not what I think is going to be worth money, because to me, my collection, I want to be able to look at it, appreciate it, and like what I bought, because I know like tractors, monster trucks, all those things aren't everyone, but I really like those. They're not for everyone. I really appreciate them, so I buy castings that I really appreciate, like this McLaren F1. So I'm glad I bought it. To this day. It has held up well. You know, it's what? Does it even have a date on the bottom? No, it doesn't. It's over 10 years old at this point, and it holds up. I mean, it looks so good still. The cold-molded wheels do look good on it, but they are for a very certain buyer. So with that being said, Hot Wheels has kind of capitalized on the popularity of the secondary market of these original or 2010 Speed Machines cars and give us this line that we have today. So this is a line of 5 or 6. I can't remember which. I think it's 2 because it comes with 10. So I believe it's 2 of each car, which would mean a 5-car set. So I bought this set off, or this box off Entertainment Earth back in November, December. They sold out fairly quick. I will put the price on my normal price sticker, like ding it up right here, so you know the total cost plus shipping and everything. But I thought it was reasonable for 2 reasons. One, I just thought it was probably as close to retail as I was going to find, and 2, I don't think I'm going to find this line in stores anywhere. So just like the Pearl and Chrome set, it was easier to pre-order it online and like confirm that I was actually getting it rather than hunt, get 2 of them, not have a chance at a chase. So it was just worth it to me to do this. So I can't do it for everyone because it is more expensive, but some lines like this are definitely worth pre-ordering. So without more rambling, let's cut the seal. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. I really hope I get a chase. And I don't even remember which 5 cars are all in the set. I know there's a McLaren. The Porsche is one of the chases. I can't remember what else. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. The Zonda. Oh, look at that. We did get a chase. Oh, snap. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at them one by one. Oh, I'm so excited I don't have to buy a Chase. So, okay, so here is the 2 out of 5. This is the McLaren 720S in a very like papaya orange metallic style paint job. It's looking good so far. There is the original like Speed Machines graphic from 2010. Very similar card style art, looking good. All right, so there are 2 of those. So you can see the condition that these come in straight out of the box. The hanger tabs, even though they've never been used, are a little curved. So, all right, let's see what else. All right, the 4GT. So this is like the 4GT LM, I believe, the race car version, but it looks good. It's white. Those cold molded wheels look so good. They're back. Oh, nice. Okay. So there's that one. There is that one. So the cards are looking decent, better than the pearl and chrome ones. A lot of those were kind of messed up. So there's that one. The bubbles are looking good too so far. I'm going to butcher the name on this one. The Lamborghini Venenio? Someone let me know how to say it in the comments. I don't know. I'm terrible at it. It's saying foreign words like that. Venenio? I don't know. Anyways, this is the red Lamborghini. This thing looks wild. This reminds me of what would have been originally in the Speed Machines line, just like a wild Lamborghini casting, even though they did have the 4GT as well. But this just really fits this line well. All right, another one of those. We'll go ahead and put that one right there. Oh, nice. The Zonda R. That looks so good. Man, those cold molded wheels look great on that. Okay. I believe these are all metal chassis because they're pretty heavy, which is awesome because the original ones are plastic chassis. So, man, that looks good. I'm excited to open these. So we'll go ahead and open a set too. I won't open the Chase, but okay, look. So those look pretty good. There's no cracked blisters, knock on wood. So far, all the cards look, I mean, in decent shape, which is nice. Okay, so this is the one that has the possible Chase variation, the Porsche 911 GT3 in blue. It looks so good. Oh, those gold wheels look amazing on it. It's got the 75th anniversary Porsche logo on it. Really good looking. Okay, so here is the Chase variant. So these are not in every case from what I understand, but here it is right here. So this is the black Chase variant, the 0 out of 5, which they introduced into car culture last year or the year before. So that is so cool that I got one of those. That's another one of the reasons why I wanted to open or like get an actual case so that I at least had a chance of getting this, because I doubt I'm going to find it in stores. But man, that looks so cool. Heck yeah. Yay. Okay. So let me do, so obviously we got to open the blue one because that's the only one I got. But let me go through these and just double check the cards real quick. So, see which one looks the worst. That one looks like it's a little chunkier, so we'll put that one over there. The Venenio, however you say it. The Lamborghini Venmo. Okay, so we'll do that one. The Ford. Okay, I mean, they look okay. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. That one looks like it has a little bit more white at the bottom of the card. So we'll go ahead and keep that one. McLaren. Same thing here. Oh, man, this is a tough one. I'll go ahead and keep that one. And we'll open these 5. Okay. So let me move these over to the side so they don't get messed up. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and open these in order. So it goes the Porsche, the McLaren, the Zonda, the 4GT, and the Venmo. Whoop. I know that's not the name, but I'm calling it from that from now on. Okay. Man, one of the coolest ones, the Porsche 911 GT3. Such a cool casting. Okay, so let's look at the package a little bit. This actually might be an international case because I did notice some Italian, I believe it was, on the top of the box. Yeah, so this looks to be an international card too. So I don't know if that's just from where I got it from or if they're all that way. I assume they wouldn't be because I don't really see a lot of international cards just at my local stores here in Ohio, but it's cool either way. Oh, I feel so bad ruining that card art, but one of the cool things to note is that they're taking extra care of this line. There is a plastic around this card to protect it even further, which I think is very nice because I've had complaints about some of Hot Wheels packaging in the past, but they seem to be doing a little better at that. So Oh, nice. Look at that. Okay, first impressions, what am I going to say? If you said the screen printed tampos are garbage, you're right, because that's what I'm thinking. So these do have the screen, or like the inkjet style printer tampos on it, which don't look very good. There you can see mine got a little bit messed up by the mirror. The Porsche and everything is really hard to read, even though it's big. The 60 right there, you can see has a little bit of like grain on it. The quality, like the Porsche logo there, terrible. But it does have a metal chassis, which is cool. I believe this is the first time we're getting this casting in a metal chassis. So the back taillight tampos aren't looking so hot either. You can't really see, I mean, they're really not that good. Casting wise, the casting is great. It actually has mirrors, and they put like mirror graphics. I don't know, they tried to put mirror graphics on it. It's so hard to see, I think, but it didn't turn out very well. So, but the casting itself looks great. I do appreciate the clear headlights. They're kind of sunken back in a little bit. Price-wise, I think they're $5.99. I don't know. I haven't seen them in the store. I haven't seen them anywhere for sale online retail, so I don't actually know how much they're going to be. I would assume $5.99 or in the $5 to $6 range, because they are metal on metal and technically full premium other than the rubber wheels. These are plastic, but other than that, it's a nice car. I will say the tampos, it sucks to have the tampos that style, because they're like a really nice line. That Porsche logo is ridiculous. Like, that should at least be legible. Like, it just looks like a blob. But the rest of it looks cool. Okay, let's see how it rolls. Ooh, rolls really nice. And because it has weight to it, these are probably actually pretty good on the track. Man, it's sick though. Look at that. Oh, on the light. Oh, I like it. It's a shame they use those style tampos, but the car still looks good. So, okay, number 2, the McLaren 720S. So this one, in the preview photos or like the teasers online, sat a little bit higher, and it looks like they have corrected that on the actual model. So I can't remember. I think we've gotten this. Oh man, I think we've gotten this in premium before. I don't know. Let's check the date. 2017. I don't know if that's the metal chassis version though. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Man, those screen printed tampos, killing it. They do not look good. So this has a plastic roof. It does have an interior. It's just very hard to see because it's very dark. Like, I'm not understanding why Hot Wheels is going so dark on some of the windows recently, because even in real life, like when I look past the camera, I can hardly see into it. So to me, I would have tinted this just a little less, because this line is probably going to be $5 or $6. So to see more detail is always better. So this one is not my favorite, just because I don't think they nailed the stance. It just looks goofy. Like, I don't like the front overhang. I just don't think they have the dimensions on this car right. This way it doesn't look bad, but the side profile, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Not a huge fan of those headlight tampos, but they are straight. They look to be both in place. The hood tampos. But I'm not a big fan. Like, back here, you can kind of see some detail, and it says McLaren in between the exhaust pipes right there, but I just know it says it. I can't actually read it. So again, this one is not one of my favorites from this line. I'd say that's probably my least favorite, but man, it rolls pretty well. So, okay, number 3, the Zonda. This thing is looking sick. Man, that looks pretty good. It's got that little one on the side. So the tampos on this one, I think, look a little better because they are on silver, which I think makes the screen print, or like the, what is going on with the front? Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that damaged or is that how it's supposed to be? Hang on, let's take a look. Oh, it is supposed to be like that. Okay. I don't know why. Does anyone know why it's supposed to be that way? Is it supposed to be the tow hook? Maybe it's supposed to be the tow hook. I don't know. It looks odd. It looks like the metal didn't finish. But I guess it is supposed to be that way. But those are huge ducts. Yeah, my bad. But anyways, I think the black tampos, like the inkjet printed tampos, look better on silver than they do some of the colors because I think it mixes in a little better. But again, there, like you can see the dots on the Zonda does not look good. Like right there where it says something under the R and you can't even read it because the tampo quality is so poor. So that is a huge loss on this line in general because this was going to be, I mean, it still is a hot line, but there it is right there. Like you can see that screen print detail on there, which is not very good. But the car looks great. The casting looks great. The back looks a lot better. Like I said, the silver around like the exhaust area, like the actual outline, doesn't look as bad as if it was on like blue or orange because it kind of blends in with the rest of the silver on the car. So that one to me is probably one of the better looking one. The Pagani on the spoiler, you can read it. It's not the best. I wish the Zonda and whatever else it says on the side was a little clear, but man, I really don't like that. So this also uses one of the really dark window inserts, which I'm not sure why, because you can hardly see into the car and it has a couple scratches on it. So that's not as cool. I will say this is probably the most impressive car in this line just from looks. I think it looks the best. I think they nailed the details. I think it looks the meanest. I don't know. I like this one a lot. I think the silver really looks good on it, especially with those new co-molds. Look at those. Let's take a closer look. Very nice. Okay, let's roll this one. Rolls well. Whoop. I like that one. We're putting that one on the target truck. Okay. Number 4, the Ford GT. So this is an old casting. This casting has been around for a long time. This actually might have been in the original Speed Machines line. I can't remember. If it is, I'll overlay a picture of it. Let's take a look at it. So again, my big complaint about this line is just the tampo, the inkjet tampos. They just look like they're bleeding over. The Ford GT doesn't look very good. The American flag. How you gotta do Old Glory like that? I don't know, it's kind of a mess. Those are just worthless, whatever those are. I think that's like the electricity warning. I don't know because I can't even tell what they are because they're so bad. The Ford logo on the front, again, terrible. The headlights have that like pixelated purple, blue, pink mess going on. I don't know what's going on with the hood. Yeah, I just don't like those style of tampos. If you like these style tampos or don't mind them, this line is going to be perfect for you. I would really, really prefer they stop using these trashy tampos and go back to the stamped tampos rather than printed. But this release of the car looks good. I think the silver wheels fit it well. The black wing looks good. The black ground effects out back looks good. This one, you can see the windows in this one are a little more clear because you can actually see some of the interior, which is nice. There you can see that big supercharged engine, which is cool. Just the tampos, they just need to fix, man, if they fix the tampos, this would be like, you know, a normal 10 out of 10. Oh, and I dropped it. 10 out of 10 release. Like there wouldn't be anything wrong with it. Same with the Zonda. It just would look like a good casting. But when they go cheap with the tampos like that, it is a little bit of a bummer. So, man, that rolls really well. These are going to rock on the track. But most people, this will probably never see a track from most owners because just like all regular supercars in real life, they probably will never see the track because they're too expensive and hard to find. And people want to keep them in good shape. So the Lamborghini. All right, let's look at this. Very Speed Machines-esque. Just very exotic looking. It's got edges everywhere. Same with the Zonda, but this is just wild. Can almost read that Lamborghini logo there too. So that's a little nicer. It does have the red taillights. I don't know what these vents, like these trash vent tampos look like. I don't know. I don't know what they look like, but they don't look very good. This has like a dark gray co-mold on it. It's got scratches on it. It's got a little wear on it from the package, which is a bummer because we were just talking about how good of a job they did on the Porsche, but it seems like on the Lamborghini they didn't put any insert in there. So there it says Venenio, whatever it says, whatever the name of the car is, it's on the little spoiler there. There you can see like the little, this looks like a crab or a dragon or something. But there are those like almost like matrix style like lines in the tampos because they printed them out. Again, not a fan of those. The striping looks pretty good. The Lamborghini logo is, you can tell that's what it is, but it's illegible because the tampo style. The headlights on this one are probably the best in terms of quality and design. They just look like they don't have any errors in them. I know there's like a little like maybe spot over there, but the design looks pretty good. Like I can't tell those are inkjet printed as much as the others. So not bad. This is my least favorite one though, because I just don't like this car's shape. Rolls really well though. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of this line. Let me know what you think of the tampos. If you're a fan of the coal molds and the return of those, because I think these are going to be very popular with people. I really like the Ford GT. If there's going to be any peg warmers, which I doubt there will be, I think it's going to be the Lamborghini or the McLaren, just because I just don't think the Lamborghini or the McLaren looks as hype as the rest of them. It's just like the paint job, like just the subtle black isn't as cool, I think, even though that does kind of remind me of like the old school McLaren race cars in that papaya style orange. But I just think it's not flashy enough to be super popular. And the Porsche, I think, will be popular either way, just because the black one, I doubt I'm ever going to see that in stores. And I doubt I'll ever see this blue version in stores too, because it is metal body, metal chassis. It just looks so good with those gold wheels too. So boom. Well, let me know what you think. 2023 Speed Machines line, it's back. The co-molds are back. It's good. The line is good overall. The tampos, if you can get past the tampos, this line is excellent. So boom, metal body and metal chassis, which is cool because the other ones were plastic. Like, look at that. Stepping it up. So let's go ahead and look at the co-molds. So that is the original design, and then the new ones have actually been redesigned to copy the old ones. So they don't look bad. I mean, really, if you told me that they were the same, I'd probably believe you. There's not really too much different. It looks like the original ones have a little more detail around the rim of the wheel, like the outside of the wheel. Let's see if they are any different. Yeah, they look like they have slightly less detail on them, especially the inside part, but that might be due to modern manufacturing. Yeah, it looks like the old ones have some more detail in the rim, like the actual inner barrel of the wheel, where these look to be a little simpler, but they do look a little more refined and cleaned up. There's not as many rough edges on these. So I think they did a good job. Not bad. Usually, you know, it's hard to replicate such a classic, like iconic, a modern iconic wheel like the co-molds, but I think they did a good job. So cool. Yep. Let me know what you think of these in the comments. I will put the price and all the stuff in the video so you know where I got them from and the price and all that stuff. If you've seen these in stores, also let me know what the actual retail price is, because I have no idea at this point. So cool. Well, I appreciate you watching. This has been the 2023 Hot Wheels Speed Machines, first of 5, and the Chase that we took a look at, even though I'm not unboxing because I'm never going to find another one. So let me know what you think of this line. Appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Lambo Group, Discord, and whatnot. All the links to my social are in the description, as well as some other Hot Wheels, like top tier videos, RLCs, some other like really nice cars that are comparable to these, like premiums and stuff. The link is in the description for those videos as well. So I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.